Hey, good looking. Today we will be diving into the Wildflower Mini Palette with swatches, in-depth swatches, and a mini tutorial. So if that sounds like content that you're interested in, make sure you subscribe to my channel and let's get started. I've got some swatches for you, but let me get you guys some preliminary information. This palette is the complete magenta column from the Color Matrix palette. So you guys will see on the screen here, I'll just show you. It's just the magenta palette. Magenta column. It includes 4 matte eyeshadows and a reusable magnetic mini palette. It's all available for you to own at $14.99, so that's what's included. It complements all eye colors, so whatever your eye color is, this will complement it. I really find it beautiful on blue eyes. Let's get started with the swatches for this mini palette. The first shade is Pretty in Pink. Makeup Geek website describes that as a light, cool pink. The next shade is On Wednesdays, and it's described as a medium, soft magenta. Makeup Geek's third shade in the Wildflower Mini Palette is Back to the Fuchsia, and it's described as a rich magenta. Lastly, Wine and Dine is described as a deep magenta. I do want to add just some of my own review thoughts to this. I notice, and I have been noticing in this series, that the last 2 shades are generally the same hue, I guess, or the same shade. They're just a different undertone generally. So like this shade and this shade are basically the same. Oh, I've already got swatches. Nice. They're basically the same shadow, just a different undertone. And you can kind of see that from here, like the depth is the same, but it's just a different undertone. That strike wasn't exactly the greatest. Also, I do want to mention that when I used Back to the Fuchsia in the tutorial, which you guys will see, it is a pretty gritty formula. There is nothing really very pleasant or buttery about this formula. It's very gritty. And I do want to mention that Makeup Geek's Marlena Stell, she's the CEO and creative director, she states and goes into the reasoning behind that, and she says that a lot of times when she has to formulate shadows to be able to get the depth and dimension and the longevity in a shadow, you oftentimes have to sacrifice that buttery feeling for something that's a little bit more gripping, and so it'll be considered more gritty. But other than that, I did have to work with it just a little bit more than I wanted to, but it's a purple. It's a true purple eyeshadow palette, and so I really did see a little bit of what it means to work with a purple eyeshadow. Other than that, I thought it was a great palette. Let's go ahead and get into this mini tutorial and the associated Makeup Geek face products that I used. Check it out. First shade, Pretty in Pink, we'll just slip that right into the crease with the Rephr 27. Rephr 02, Back to the Fuchsia, and place this on the inner and outer third of the eye. We are going for a halo look today. The deeper the shade, the more powdery it gets, and kind of the more it falls apart, for lack of a better word. So for this inner portion right here, I'm using the Rephr 26 to add that precision and dimension. Then on the outer portion, I'm going to pack some additional shadow. I'm really focusing on packing at the moment, and then I will blend afterward. Rephr 13 and gently blending out the edges. I think what I'm going to do is go back in on the shade on Wednesdays, right up here, which is the second shade, and just kind of help to blend those edges out a little bit. I've blended as much as I possibly can, so now I am going to use a little pigment to push up a little bit more blend. Looking just a smidge patchy, but a little bit anticipated. With purples, it's a little bit trickier to work with, and I do notice that they're fairly dry. And then just running a little bit of that extra underneath. Help deepen. Back out with the Rephr 27 and just kind of softly blend around the edges. Okay, now dipping into Wine and Dine, which is the darkest, deepest hue. I shall add some depth on this lash line. So I can't think. So I'm adding some on the lash line, and then I will also blend up into, I'm getting a little bit of fallout here, just so you know. Lastly, with Rephr 28, going with the lightest shade, Pretty in Pink, and place that all over the open space or the spotlight portion. Taking that Rephr 26 and just with no additional product, just blending over the edges a little bit. I left my curler upstairs, but normally I would curl my lashes and then go in with the Makeup Geek Extension Effect Lash Mascara. Okay, and you could stop here if you wanted to. I just want to bump things up just a little bit. Using Makeup Geek's nude eyeliner, run that in my waterline on the lower waterline, and then I'm going to take black and line on the upper waterline. And now for the black on the upper waterline. And of course this could be the final look if you wanted to, but I think I'm going to add some lashes today. So I'm going to be using Makeup Geek's lashes in the style Graceful. They look just like this. Don't have the package, it's behind me. But they look like this. They're just a nice demi-wispy, extremely, extremely beautiful. I'm going to get them put on and I will be back in just a flash. So I got the Graceful lashes put on, and before I get to the face products, I do want to add just a little bit to the lower lash line. It looks like it's pretty busy up here in the top part, so I think I want to go back into this third shade from the bottom, being back to the fuchsia, just kind of do more fuchsia. I like that warmer tone with my blue eyes. So adding that with the Refer 29, and I did get a little bit of patchiness over here because I poked myself trying to get the eyeliner. The eyeliner in my waterline. I poked myself, so then I kind of scratched. So it's really just, you know, everyday life. Just go right into that lash line, bringing it down. And then connect it with the top lid. Then I think back out with the Refer 26 and using Pretty in Pink, that first shade in the quad. I will just kind of blend out the line just ever so slightly. And whatever's left on my brush from the previous shade back to the fuchsia. Just kind of blend a little. Add a little smokiness to that bottom lash line. Alright, are you ready to have some fun with some face products from Makeup Geek? Yes, I changed my shirt and I put on some earrings and jewelry. Yes, good catch. Okay, so basic girl stuff right here. Shade Sun-Kissed for my face. I don't think haven't been tanning. Today for blush, I want to try something a little bit different. I'm going to go in with my regular favorite shade, Passion, and put that all over the cheeks. And then I want to blush topper it with a Blaze, which is a dark highlighter, but it's kind of a nice orangey red tone, and I thought that might be kind of nice. And for this shade, I feel like it's fairly neutral, leans a little cool, but on me it looks neutral. So I am bringing it up just a little bit higher. And this is the Makeup Geek Angled Stippling brush that I'm using. I thought I might try to use this Ablaze shade to put a nice like warmth color over it, and it's just so gorgeous. It is for deep skin tones. It's a highlighter for deep skin tones, so I thought maybe I would try it as kind of like a blush topper using the cheek highlighter brush from Makeup Geek. Just like dipping super light, kind of brush it off. I'm definitely seeing the vision. I know the lights are washing me out just a bit, but in real life, it's a little bit patchy, but it is a nice blush topper. You just kind of have to dip in and then kind of wipe off on your hand just a little bit, and then go in just on the blush topping part right in this area, maybe not quite up as high as your highlighter, because it still has that golden red tint to it. So, and then go back in with the Makeup Geek Angled Stippling brush and just kind of like blend it all in, because it does look a bit, well, not really. It looked a little bit patchy right in this area, but that's actually just where the highlighter is kind of blending with the blush underneath it. And also, guys, I'm not an affiliate from Makeup Geek. I don't receive PR or anything like that. I just love their products. So I do have a friend referral code. So if you've never purchased any products from Makeup Geek, you can use my referral code down below. It'll save you some money if it's your first time purchasing from Makeup Geek. And it gives me some points as well. So that's kind of nice. So thank you so much if you choose to use it. If you don't, that's fine. Okay, highlighter. I want to use Celestial. It is a duochrome highlighter, and it has shifts of like kind of a yellow gold. So there's the swatch. I'm using a brush from My Destiny's line. I'll link it down below. I purchased it on AliExpress, but it's just a Shikodo brush, I believe, or it might be My Destiny, I can't remember. It adds like a really nice dimension to the face, and it will kind of tie in but I'm just adding it like right here in this area. Bam, baby. Let's also place a little bit of this Celestial in the center of the lid since I used a quad that's matte. I mean, I love a good halo eye, but sometimes you just need that shimmer to really pull off the look, and in this case, I feel like I probably really do. So just taking my finger and then tapping a little bit here on the center of the eyelid. See that? That just gives it the little ding that you need. I wasn't able to pull it off with that fuchsia shade, and I'll just be really quite frank with you. It's because when I laid it down, it just kind of oxidizes a smidge on my eyelids for some reason. That shade does look a bit patchy. That purple looks a little patchy, I'm not gonna lie. All the way up through the crease even. Lastly, I want to take some of the Celestial again and place it on the inner corner. For that, I'm using a brush set. I can link it down below, but it's a Misty Bamboo brush set from, I believe it's My Destiny. Yes, My Destiny. And I did a review on it, so I'll also just link that as well, I think. Just link it all. I'm just gonna link it all. Actually, I should probably just put it in the eye. Did you get that, Kendra? Editing Kendra. Okay, and that is it. That's the completed look, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna zoom you guys all out and show you guys the completed look. All right, that is it. So I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the swatches and the mini tutorial, as well as the Makeup Geek face products that I used. Again, I have a referral link down below for you guys. So if this is your first time purchasing from Makeup Geek, you want to pick up any of these products, and it's your first time purchasing from Makeup Geek, you will receive $10 off if you use my link. Thank you so much if you do, because it gives me points or coupon or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it is. I really need to make it a point to check. I think it's a coupon. Yes, it's a coupon. I also did want to add some Creamsicle Delight lip gloss. I feel like whenever I added it on the last video, you couldn't see, but that's the color. Oh yeah, I really like it. I feel like I'm so far away from you all. Come back. Okay, so that is it. That is the Wildflower look for you guys. Just one more thing. I did want to touch on the Makeup Geek eyebrow pencils. I am using the shade medium brown, but let me just swatch them for you guys and show you. Technically it is a medium brown, but I feel like it pulls A, really, really red, and B, it is still fairly light. See that? It's fairly like a red brown to me. So just so you know, I am using that just sparingly through the eyebrows. I didn't show that in the tutorial or anything like that. Just wanted to point that out there because I don't really feel like it matches me. But there's only one other color that's darker, and that's dark brown. And I don't feel like I have dark brown hair, but maybe over the years I've gotten a little bit darker. I'm not sure. There you have it, just so you guys know as a reference point. The Makeup Geek eyebrow pencils are quite a bit lighter than you would think. Thanks so much to everybody who has supported this channel so far. If I'm your vibe, make sure you subscribe. And I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Bye.